everyone, and thank you again for tuning into our blog, Coaching and Training in Metro Detroit Real Estate. Again, if you have any questions, are thinking about joining a team, thinking about making a move to Keller Williams, or just need a little bit of help, please don't hesitate to call anytime. My number is 248-425-5082. Agent, and this one's important for a couple of different reasons. First and most importantly, it is against the realtor's code of conduct should that person be working with an agent currently and you try to move them away from that agent onto yourself. Okay? We all need to play by the rules. You know, one's reputation is the most important thing, is the quickest thing you can lose and the hardest thing to earn or earn back. Second reason, if they are working with an agent, then they really should be going through that agent. Why are they contacting you directly? Is there a problem there? Is that agent out of town? You know, if so, the most respectful thing you can do is say, fantastic, who is the agent and what's their number? I'll contact them directly myself and make sure they understand that you want to see this property. If they're out of town, often enough there's another agent in their office that's covering for them. That buyer may not know that. But lastly, and as important as anything else, you don't want to run out and show a property, have the buyer love it, go through writing a contract just to find out there's another agency contract in place. It's frankly just not worth the hassle. The great thing about real estate is there's always another sale coming around the corner, and there's more than enough business out there for everyone without having to go and try to take somebody else's client away. Now, how to ask about working with an agent, right? Often enough, if you hit the nail on the head and say, are you working with an agent? They'll immediately say yes, because they just want the information, they want to get off the phone, right? An easier way to get to the same answer is, have you seen any homes? If they say no, then clearly they're not working with an agent. If they say yes, then you ask them, well, have you done private appointments or have you been through open houses? Oh, I've been through open houses. Great. Have you committed yourself to an agent yet? At that point, because you're going 2 levels deep, a lot of people will be more apt to be more honest. So if you do that as a 2-stage question, the first one being, have you seen any homes? And then follow it up with, are you working with an agent right now? Mortgage. Of extreme importance because you want to make sure that that consumer can actually afford the home that they're looking at, right? A couple of different ways to go about this. If you go at it directly, a lot of times the clients will straight up lie to you, or they'll become unwilling to go get that mortgage approval. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, have you been approved for a loan? Well, I don't need to be approved for a loan, I just want to go see it. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, have you been approved for a loan? Yes, when they really haven't been. I'm not saying that every buyer will be this way, but enough of them will, and a gas at $3 a gallon right now, it's not worth the time without getting that mortgage approval in hand up front. Okay? There are a couple different ways to overcome this one. The first one is asking a more indirect question. Have you looked into interest rates yet? Well, no. What are they? That generally means they're not pre-approved. If you get an answer back, yep, I have a locked rate of 4.125. Well, to lock a rate, you got to talk to a lender and get pre-approved. Right? That's a great way to go about it. If they say no, what are interest rates right now, is a great opening to say, that's a fantastic question, Mr. Buyer. I'm going to ask my lender to reach out to you today to go over the interest rates and closing costs that you may be looking at for this property. You know, turn that into a feature benefit. What's the feature? Well, the feature is getting pre-approved before you go look at the home to make sure you're not over or underspending, right? The real benefit is you're not running out to show a property to an unqualified buyer. It's also a benefit for that consumer to know, eyes wide open, what is the interest rate, what are the closing costs, and frankly, it is doing your due diligence by that consumer. It is the right thing to do. Last one, appointment. Always close for the appointment. Now this one can move around in the process. I usually put this at the end because I want to know all the information up front, but if you can very quickly lock down that consumer at any point in this six-step process, do so, but keep on moving. Great way to do this is using the alternative advance. You know, if you ask the question directly, do you want to go see this home? Many times you'll get the answers no. Do you want to meet at your property for a market analysis? No. But using the alternative advance, you're still giving the consumer an option, even though both options give you the answer that you want. Mr. Buyer, is Tuesday or Thursday better to see this home? Right? Psychologically and subconsciously, they still have the power in their hands to pick the day. The reality is either answer is perfectly acceptable. All roads will lead to an appointment. What's better for you, 5 or 6? What's better for you, weekdays or weekends? What's better for you, early mornings or afternoons? What's better for you, lunchtime or dinner time? There's a million ways to phrase the same question, and any answer you get is always going to be the right answer. And thank you again, everyone, for tuning into our video series, and specifically this video on LP Mama, how to properly pre-qualify a buyer and close for the appointment. As always, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions you have on coaching, joining a team, or joining Keller Williams. As always, you can reach me at 248-425-5082. I look forward to seeing you on the next video.